Hey, it's Iris. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to share a few practical tips on how to choose the right career. That is a career that makes you happy. And that's whether you are just starting out in your career or maybe you're wanting to make a full career change after having 10 or maybe even 20 years of work experience under your belt. Because what I've noticed is that when it comes to choosing a career, so many people are afraid of choosing the wrong career. They're afraid that they will regret it later or even worse, mess up their whole life. So to make you feel a bit more confident about choosing the right career, I'm going to share 2 don'ts and 2 do's. The best part, they're backed by research. But before I do that, please like this video if you like it and hit that subscribe button. It really does make a big difference to me, so I'll be ever so grateful. And obviously it tells me exactly what kind of content you're into. Alright, let's start with the things that you shouldn't do. Here are the 2 big fat don'ts when it comes to choosing a career. Number 1, don't overthink it, because there's a good chance that you are. Am I right to say that you think you need to know exactly what it is that you're going to do? You need to have it all figured out. Yeah? Well, the truth is you don't. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to know exactly what it is that you're going to do. But a lot of career experts will tell you otherwise. They'll tell you to set aside some time and create a 10-year plan, create a very clear plan for the future. So you want to know exactly where you need to be or where you want to be 1 year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and then work your way back from there with actionable goals for the short, medium and long term. Now, whilst that might work for some of us, for most of us, what we'll notice is that we get stuck when we go through this. It's too overwhelming. We overthink it. So you don't need to create a 10-year plan. If you want to know what to do instead, then make sure you watch this video in which I share my method. Number 2, don't pursue money or wealth. I think we all know that money alone doesn't make us happy. And when it comes to work, research has shown us that how much you earn or how much we earn doesn't make us enjoy what we do more. Money is a so-called hygiene factor. And what that means is if we feel that we get paid unfairly or don't get paid how much we should get paid, we tend to feel unhappy at work. But if we do get paid fairly or do get paid what we believe we should be paid, then that doesn't automatically make us happy at work. It just makes us feel neutral or okay about work. And yet a lot of us make career choices based on money. We tend to overestimate how happy our salary and other metrics will make us. So what should you do? Well, a lot of research has been done around what makes people happy at work. And whilst there are some differences, some different ideas and different theories, generally speaking, what is taught us that there are a few things that tend to make anyone happy at work. And these things are, number 1, work itself. And that's obviously no surprise that this is one of the most important factors. Work has to be something that interests you and something that challenges you. No one likes to do work that they don't care about or that's below what they're capable of. The second thing is having a sense of meaning or purpose to what they do. And that can either be work that helps other people or work that gives you a feeling that there's a higher purpose to what you do, work that matters, that makes a difference. And the final thing, the third thing, is working with people that we like and respect. We tend to really care about having people that we can turn to, that we can build relationships with. So it matters a big deal that we can ask for advice and turn to people like a senior mentor or your boss or colleagues or peers within your organization. So based on that, here are 2 things that you should do when deciding on a career. Number 1 is pick something that you're interested in. Yes, it's that simple. And no, you don't need to know what your passion is and then follow that. That's bad advice anyhow. If you want to know why, I've done a video on this. That was my first video on this YouTube channel. I share the link in the description below this video. Now, you also need to know what your calling is in life or what you're meant to do with your career, with your life. You simply need to find that thing that stimulates you, find something that interests you. Now, if you find that really hard, if you're struggling to figure that out, what interests you, here are a few things that you can do. Ask yourself, what bothers you in the world? What problems or issues do you see around you, whether that's in your community, in your country, or in the world as a whole? What problems or issues would you like to help solve or at least make a contribution to? Now, helping solve a problem that we care about or working in a field that does adds massively to our job satisfaction. It gives us that sense of meaning or purpose, like what we do matters. Now you can also flip this question, and instead of asking yourself what problems or issues do you see in the world, you ask yourself, what things do I support? What things do I advocate? And it could be anything like a green economy, sustainability, it could be female entrepreneurship, living a healthy, active lifestyle, plant-based living. What things do you support? What things do you stand for? Working in a field that you care about, that you support, also adds massively to your job satisfaction. So that's another way to go about it. Finally, another thing you can do is ask yourself, what things can't you stop reading about or talking about or watching documentaries about or listening to podcasts about or doing? Because let me say this again, you don't need to know what your passion is. You don't need to know what your calling in life is or what you're meant to do. You simply need to start with something that you're interested in. Got that? All right, then the second thing you must do when it comes to deciding on a career is talk to people who have a career in that field. I know I've said this in the past, but I'll say it again because it's so important. Turn to your friends, turn to LinkedIn to find people who work in that field and ask for a 15-20 minute conversation with them. In this conversation, you want to ask them what their job is like on a day-to-day basis. Ask them what the culture is like at the company that they work for. Ask them what types of people they work with. Ask them about their colleagues, about their boss, about other teams. Ask about the hardest part of their job. Ask about the best part of their job. Ask about how they landed their job and what advice they could give you if you would want to work in that field. Now, what you're trying to do here is trying to get a really good understanding of this field. You're trying to understand where you would fit in. And you want to pay attention to how you feel when you have that conversation. Obviously, when you start to get excited, when they talk about the work that they do, the people they work with, that's a really good sign. Now you want to make sure that you chat with at least 3 to 4 people, if not more, because this will give you a good feeling of the people that work in that sector or that industry or at different companies within that sector or industry. And remember, that was an important factor that adds to how much you enjoy your job, the people that you work with. So those are my do's when it comes to choosing a career. Now I want to leave you one final thing, and that's this. Realize that most people don't have a career for life anymore. In fact, the majority of people will change careers 2, maybe even 3 times throughout their life. So let go of the idea that you need to find this one right thing for you. Let go of the idea that a career is for life, or that there's only one right choice. There are many possible career paths that could be amazing for you. All you need to do is get the foundation right. Pick something that you're interested in, something that you care about, then chat with people who work in that field and make sure that you work with people that you like and respect. So that's what I have for you today. If you like this video, you know what to do. Please hit that thumbs up button. It really does make a big difference for someone like me who just started their YouTube channel. Now, next week, I'll be talking about how to stop overthinking your next career move. So if you're interested in that, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell right next to it so you get a notification when I publish that video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.